Good afternoon and welcome to Ink with Iona. Today I'm going to make a very simple card. Now I thought I was planning it for a crafting group, and I thought, okay, while I'm doing this I can actually show you what it is. So it is a card. It's not the same as, but it's similar to one that a Christmas special for a group of demonstrators over in the US. So the one that I usually watch is, well, watch all of them, but Melissa Faust. So what it is it's just a very simple card, and you can do it in two different styles. Like you can do it with a coloured background or a white background. So I'll show you. You can just improvise it with any kind of paper at all. So I've done it with some old retired 6x6 paper, and I just cut out the necessary amount, and then I just fussy cut a couple of focal points there and put a little sentiment. And on this one I did the same. I used well, yeah, it is a retired one. I think it's the same set, and I just put it up. Actually, you could put it on an embossed background like this one too. See that there? Yeah. You could actually set that on the embossed background too with the grey apple green, and I just layered it with a spray. Any kind of spray would do. I think I used Gorgeous. What's it called? I can't see it up there, but it's called something Gorgeous. I think it's Artistically Gorgeous, and I just made a little butterfly using some Stampin' Blends. I just cut it in some Stampin' Blends and cut it out with a butterfly punch, and I used some layered circle stars. Okay, so this is an old retired one. And what have I done with the actual stamp sets here? Oh, here we go. It's from the Gorgeously Made. That's what the spray is on this one. Okay, and it's from Sketch Butterflies, so that was a couple of years ago. It was there, but there's also a set available at the moment called Flutterby, which would be just as good. You can cut them out. So I've got a thick basic white card here, and I've cut the A4 side card into halves and folded it. Right, so now we're going to, I'm going to cut, I've already cut a piece of basic white, and that's what I'm going to use to do your embossing folder. But this morning at my art group I did this. So I'm going to use that as my background, which will be this part here. Okay, and I'll set that on. I'm actually going to measure it because, as I usually do, I forget. So this is 7 centimeters by 10.5. Okay. So I'm just gonna, well, I'll just cut this bit off here, and then we'll do our measuring. So you can make any kind of background. If you've got any leftover pieces of DSP, it'd be fantastic. What did I say? 7.5. No, 7 it was. Ugh. 7. Do that again. I guess you can. Oh, I did do it with 7. La, la, la. Okay, so you can make it any size you like, but it kind of looks better when it's not sort of. You can do you know what? You can do the whole thing, but I've just done it kind of 3/4. So I'm just making this 10.5, and then when you get to the white, you just do 0.5 centimetre less around everywhere. So I'm going to cut it at 7.5 and 11. That's exactly right. I've got to get my pencil case out because I went to, not quite finished unpacking yet. To that I've got today. And one of the lovely people there gave me some watercolour paper to try. So there's different grit, so it means, you know, the bigger the grit, the larger the number of the grit, the more, how would you say, kind of thicker the. So this is just slightly. A minute. It is not the one I should be using. Picked up the wrong card. Okay, and with glue you can sort of wiggle it around a little bit. I think it might be a little bit crooked. See if we can fix this up. Yo. Know how that happened. Right, we're going to try and cut this down so it's straight. Might not work. Why is it doing that? There we go. You get the gist. Oh no. I'll try that again. It's slightly crooked, I think. I might just have to trim that with the scissors. It's not looking very good. Okay. So you can just get those fluffy bits off there. Yeah, and it's got glue on it, so it's sticking to the scissors. Alright. Let's push that up a little bit. So what we're going to do is emboss this. And I'm just thinking what I could use on that. And have a look. Do the same thing. Yeah. What I'll do is the same thing. It's called the Beautiful Pattern. Could be on the last chance list, that one. So just take a few secs and I'll go and emboss it. It's not right. Right, so you can decide whether you pop this up onto dimensionals or not. So I might just do that today. So find my dimensionals, here they are. So I'm just going to do it different because I glued it down on this other one, just so you can see the effect. I'm just going to put some on the four corners, and then I'm going to slip some, so we're not wasting them. Because I kind of like to have enough that sticks down and doesn't go. Now, I was listening to, actually I got an email from Justine Hovey, and she was talking about buying products from authentic stamping and scrapbooking companies, because some even like smaller scrapbooking paper crafting companies do their own designs, and certain we know who they are. They're quite common, cheap copies are made by certain company, and especially the small companies do not have the clout behind them to prosecute them for copying, because sometimes their copies are just slightly smaller or just slightly different, but they aren't quite as good as quality, I suppose you'd call it. So, I'd encourage you to buy from, I know they are more expensive, but it's not fair that they copy and these other people have their designs used for cheaper I'll say any more about it, I know a lot of people do buy from these because they're cheaper. I don't think it's fair trading to copy. Why don't they just get their own, and then nobody will mind. And the thing is, why are they so much cheaper? Who are they getting it to make it? I don't know. And I guess what they do, cut out the middleman, I guess it is. And people have to make it. I know a lot of people will have a few comments to say about that. Anyway, that's it. Right, here we go. So I just pop it up on there. So that can be your background. You could do any colour you like. And I thought, what shall I do? If I've got, tell you what, you could also, I'm just going to see if I've got yellow in here, because I thought maybe you can do that. If I've got yellow in here, wait a minute. No, I've only got everything else other than yellow. I was just thinking, about, it's not really the same as that. Okay, well, I'm going to do it myself. So I'm just going to show you how to do it. Oops, Now, I just want to tell you that I have finished part of it. So there's the Daisy Days kits, but there's lots of extras there. Some extra pages and some extra ephemera and stuff like that. So yes. I'm thinking, what shall I do with it? Looking for my yellows. Okay, so all I do is I use the paintbrush end, and I just go across like this. That's dark daffodil. You just use all the colours that you have in your original there. We've got the blue there is Misty Moonlight, but I don't think I've got Misty Moonlight. Might use light navy. And then there's a bit of green. Sorry, it's a bit rattly. And green. So I'm going to do the dark here. Yep, they're in vision. So I'm just going to get the little butterfly out of here and check that it's alright. So that's what you do. So you just do some stripes of those stamp and blends. You could actually use the right markers, they're called stamp and right markers as well, and you just put that on there and cut it out. So I'm just going to do that. And should we do some more? Do a bigger one. Do light this time. Let's use the light ones. Tip there is getting a little bit sloppy. I'll do the light navy again. You might not like this, but giving that a go. Okay, so I thought I would use one of these little bits with the cuttings on. Just going to move it around to the side a little bit just to make it a little bit different. Looks really cool. And if I thought about that ahead of time, I could have actually put some butterflies on here as well. So I like to keep them in threes. Just looking at that, I wonder if I should do a small one like that. See, it looks a bit bright. Yeah, I might do a small one like that, and do the light colour again. Now what I might do is do the light and the dark, just for a little bit of difference, like that. Is that light or is that dark? It's light. And we'll do the dark one. Actually, I might do the bigger. Stick with it. Like this. And so I'm going to put it on this side. Yeah, I'll see how it goes. Put it sort of diagonally. Okay, I'll just cut it. Now I found this really cool, the scent here, very good with the Daisy Day kits for picking up the little bits like off the table. It's like this, show you, pick it up like that, so cool. And then you don't have to try and get your fingernails underneath the edge of it, and quite often what I find is that I sort of bend it a little bit if I try to pick it up with my fingernails. Yeah. This back. Okay. So I'll just see. So I'll just put them on like that. There's no particular way it should be done. So just a wee daub of glue on there. That's a bit much. Anyway, sort of stagger them a little bit, and you can kind of shape them up like that. Oh, it's got a sticky finger now. Shape them up like that. Then when they're dry, probably better to do that is to shape the wings back. So you could do it before you stick it down. Go. And this one. So you could do this with any set you've got. Flowers, or even like animals, probably. And like if you had a giraffe or something like that, you could do it sort of orange and brown spots or something like that. You can just make it up as you want it. I'm just looking for a little bit of white. Yes, do use that bit. So I'm going to see if that will fit there. You know what, I actually like long skinny ones. Does that fit there? Okay, get another piece. That's the only way to sort that one. Okay, so what can rewears. I think I will use a dark colour because, I don't know, just looks better, I think. Okay, so I'm using You Brighten Up So Many of My Days. So it's a butterfly thing. Butterflies are really cool. So scooching up as close as you can to the edge. Stamp it off. There we go. And what did I do? Clean up. Put it somewhere safe. Where was it? Okay, I've got this here. So I did an order today, but I haven't sent it off yet because the money hasn't come through. So it must come through like on the 4th or something. I forget. So I'm going to do it like this one, with a flag there, or banner. So just cut it as close as you can to there. And I actually like to cut mine with the cutter as well because it just makes it straighter. Oh, tables get a bit messy. And then do this side. And then we'll do a banner, a flag thing. There we go. Okay, so this is how you do it. You see, get into the middle, do a cut to here, and then from each corner you go into the middle. And I've seen some people measure it on the trimmer and do the middle bit on their trimmer, and then so it's even. You can do that if you want. And then I'm just going to pop it up there like that. So if you are putting an order in for this month, these are 2 free kits that I will send to you. I'll include something to do with like the background that you can make yourself. I'll include one for you, and then you can do your own. So there we are. It's one, and this is one that I also made today, and this is one that I finished off today. So you can use any stamp pack that you like, any colours. It's nice on the white background, and just build it up, or you put it on a coloured background and just do the white behind the DSP, and you put a focal point, which on this one it's the butterflies, this one it's the fruit, and this one it's the spray, I guess. Yeah, all the little butterfly. Like that. Pretty cute, hey? Just finish this here. This one. Pretty cool, hey? See that? Yeah, very easy for you to do, and if you are wanting to get some cards out really quickly, you can just make them according to who you're making them for and change whatever their interest is. So if it's animals, you can put animals on it, or flowers, or butterflies, or foliage. You could even put the fern and flora fern on that, and anything from any set you like. So thank you for joining me tonight. Yes, it is a pre-recording. I've done it in the afternoon. And yeah, if you want to, you can show me what you did with this particular template. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you on Wednesday, sorry. Okay, bye.